Good morning, guys. Hi, Fusion, Jason. Hold on, let me just scroll up the list here. Trisha, Black, Alexander, Stewart, Assassin, Grandpa J. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Razzie, Pack Fighter, Achilles, Whale. Nitro Duck. Hey, Brandon. Hi, Ghetto. Hey, Bar and Sleepy. Okay, we're gonna get started here. We're gonna be running this crazy build on the Dagon. Whoa, what happened with my weapons? It's so kind of glitched out. The weapons are so big. Wait. Yeah, they totally messed that up. They need to shrink the Dagon down a bit. Hi, LH. Okay, so we're gonna run the Dagon with the ARM L, what's it called? ARM L-84. 500 meter range. This is gonna be nuts. Okay, so before I actually get started with the gameplay of this build, just know that these weapons are gonna get a nerf. Hence why I'm doing this live stream now. Someone actually wanted me to run these on the Ravager, which I'll probably try to do before we get the nerf, just so that we can have something for reference. Yeah, it's too big. It's like they need to shrink the they need to shrink the Dagon down. Okay, so we've got the damage dealer on here with nuclear amp, overdrive. I got the shy drone. Okay, so this is gonna be ridiculous. I don't know if I'm gonna survive long enough though. So we're gonna run my pilot on here with the Daredevil skill. You guys know how I like my Daredevil skill on, like, especially the Dagon. We're gonna run it on here. So that's 18.75% boosted damage. Okay, so we've got that. I was debating on whether I should what I should run over here. I guess I could even boost the damage further. I think there's Master Gunsmith. Should I go with more damage, guys? Should we just go all the way? Go big, go home. Hey, Tropical. The platform split is in 4 to 5 days. Wait, how many days do we have left of the event? 10 days. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do that recording. Yeah, there were so many things I wanted to do, but I had to put it on hold because of the rebalance. Like, I wanted to do a video on the Condor. The players were asking me, like, what about Secrets Revealed for the Condor? The thing is, from what I'm hearing, is gonna get a pretty bad nerf. Now, I can't put out a video before then because, you know, like some of, like, even your specialization track could change. So that's why I haven't done that yet. You think go all the way with damage? Okay, if you say so. At least I won't get blamed then. The paint job for the Raptor, I have no idea how to get that. That came with the event, so I'm not sure about now. You know what? They should do, now that I think about it. So, like, you know how we have, like, a workshop? So you have inventory, workshop, conversion stuff. They should add one with, like, paint jobs. Why not? You'll see if it's complete failure. Yeah, so we got, let me just go through my hangar. So we got this. I really like this build with the rockets. I know it's not the strongest build, but it's fun to use because of the splash. I just threw this in. I actually have a shorts video coming for this. That's going to be coming tomorrow, I think. Some have asked me to do secrets revealed for the Bedvia. That's why I have this in my lineup. I just want to see what I'm working with in terms of... Okay, the weapons are going to be hard to tell what to use. I mean, if I had to do a default, probably Vor of Veyron, because these weapons are going to get a nerf. But I need to test which module would be best for this. I'm thinking Self-Fix, but Titan Anti-Control. The thing is, Titan Anti-Control is a very interesting one. Like, I find... So on the Indra, for example, I use Titan Repair Amp and Anti-Control because sometimes, you know, I do get suppressed. And that's to prevent others from blocking my ability, because that's what's, you know, keeping me alive. But then on something like a Luchador, you actually want to go with Self-Fix and the Mauler as well. So this might be one of those cases where maybe the Self-Fix works. I see Quan. No. Why are these guys all hanging back there? Should I be concerned? Whenever a guy gets within 350, I'm always... Yeah. Uh-oh. No one's got that other beacon yet. There's a lot of guys in this center area, though. Oh my gosh! Ooh, that's a lot of firepower. Now we know why these weapons are gonna get a nerf. What is that? Whoa! Oh my! There's a lot of stuff getting sniped. Whew. You know what though? You do need to lead the target with these weapons. It's not like it fires straight. But I'm not sure if it's because of lag though. Ooh. Oh wow. I'm actually charged now. I saw that glow around my my Dagon. I locked him. Oh my! He's he's almost dead. Yes, we got him. We killed him all with this well. Yeah, that's crazy. You know what? If I didn't have the Frederick, I would have been in trouble though. This guy's linking to me as if I don't have enough damage. That's a newer, right? The heck did I just hit? Oh my. Sorry, Juan. Yep, that was the build. No. Dude. Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Frederick. He's dead. There's no ways. Wait, really? He actually survived it? Oh, we got the assist. Ooh. Hi, Peter. You have an opportunity to get the Ultimate Edition to Lumbus in the Ultimate Comeback toss. The Columbus are actually pretty decent. But the thing is, you need to run quite a few of them. Like one, I don't know if one's going to really... I'm trying to think like what I can use for with just one. I mean, I can try run it. You guys want me to run it on my Ravana? We can run it on the Ravana so you can kind of see. I was debating on like throwing it in just so you can see how much damage it does when max. But these are one of those weapons where you need to run like at least multiples. There are some weapons where they kind of good, like just one. This one. Yeah, I hope I don't lag. I'm just gonna try record at the same time. What does the bow effect do? It amplifies the damage. Oh, hey Dominic. Thanks for the donation, Metal. Sorry, I didn't see your comments. Man, Dominic, thanks for being a member for 90 months. That's crazy. Man, there's Quan again. Holy, wait, did that guy just get sniped from his spawn? Oh, these guys are smart. They've got... Yeah, they're smart. Those Ravanas. Oh no, he went off the edge. He overshot. Wait, we just gave up our top beacon. Guys. This side. Whoa, someone sent him. I need to reload quick. He might kill me. Yep. Wait, so why didn't that... Okay, I was gonna say, why didn't that Ocho get onto that beacon? Guys, you're right there by the beacon. Get it quick. Okay, there we go. Oh, shoot. Oh! Wait, where did he come from? Where did that guy come from? This one? He probably was like minding his own business. Oh shoot, no, I didn't want to charge him up. We know where he is though. What? Maybe we need shield breaker on you. Come on, out of that. Oh, I timed it a little bit too early. He's waiting for him. No. Oh. Ooh, there's a lot of guys here. Hi. Man, I completely missed. Can we hit him from here? No, that missed. Dude, I'm missing all my shots. Why does it say that my target is red? Like I'm hitting them, but I didn't hit him. Oh. Feel like I need maybe shield breaker on this thing. Ugh. Where is he? Oh no, I charged him up. Uh-oh. Ah! Okay, I was gonna say, how did that not hit him? He was just running around there, minding his own business. That was lag. That's gotta be a sword unit, right? Yeah, it is. Which means he's gonna be landing around... Yeah. Ah. Come on. One more shot on that Titan. Wait, what? Disappeared. No! Yes, we got him. I also got... Oh, sorry. We probably get some beacons, yeah. Have some of that. Oh my. No! Ooh. Ooh. There's stuff's happening on that side. Okay, now I need to remember how to even play this, because I... Oh shoot, hold on. Let's just back away! Uh-oh, wait, not him. Wait, what's the range of these weapons? Can I actually show you how much I actually use these weapons? Like never. You know what's interesting about these weapons? They actually, I need to get my, they mess up the Indra pretty good. I keep pressing the wrong ability button here. Okay, that's the blinding one. $600. Thank you. For some reason, I don't know, like, this is just something I've noticed when I run the Indra. So, you know these weapons I'm running, the Equalizer and Arbiter, for whatever reason, these weapons do a lot of damage to the to the Indra. You wouldn't think because the Indra is using the ability, but maybe it's like the explosion effect or something. It's really weird. Like I've been hit by that when I'm in an Indra and I'm like, gee, like all my health is gone. And that's the only like setup that can really mess you up. You're an Indra player, you gotta be careful of those weapons. Blade dash, even if it's locked down. Yeah, and it doesn't really make sense for me to use like the taunt ability on it because it's swiping, so it's gonna hit me anyways, really. But maybe like for my teammate, actually, you know when I should use it now that I think about it? I should use it when they're in flight because they're trying to find a target. So if I blind them, the only thing is they'll be able to hit me. So yeah, that's I guess that's the downside to it. Wait, is that Fury? Oh no, wait, that's, I almost said Fury, but that's Fury. That's a different player. Wait, let me get... so we at least got rid of him. There's a lot of players over here. 4 guys. Ooh. Uh-oh. Hey-ya! Oh, that was a bad idea. Out of all the times he could have... Oh. Ugh. This guy's gonna teleport to me. Get him! Oh! Oh! I just dropped in. Wait, we gotta get the sword unit when he, oh no, he's gonna have a shield. Almost. I'm not gonna hit him, right? Yeah, complete. Oh, wait, we kinda did. Ugh. This is, I shouldn't have picked this. This was a bad idea. This is one of those where it can do a lot of damage. Oh, wait. Landed. I tried to time it. Ah! Just making sure we get that beacon. No! Get him! Is he leeched? I can't tell. Oh, he was leeched. Oh, we got him! Dude, I can't even see what's going on here. Yep. Oh no. Wait, what is... I also got... No! Oh no! No, 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 no! He's gonna kill me! Oh, he got me! That was a waste. I shouldn't have used it on him. I'm gonna need some help. I'm gonna get totally whooped here. There's so many of them. Dude, I'm like surrounded by 4 titans. Yeah, that didn't work. I'm not sure if I like those equalizer weapons on there, but I don't know. It could work. Ooh. Ooh. Fusion! Adrian needs a nerf. I don't know about now. I think I need a buff. We don't look too hot right now. Oh. They're not for bed via. Well, I think they can work. I think what I need to do is maybe run like quantum sensor on it. Like, I'm not sure if that is the best use, like my tracks. Ooh, we're down a player there too. Hold on, let me just see it. Maybe this track might be best for it. It's so hard to say with the bed view because the thing is, if they get close to me, this is like the worst possible track for it. So it might be more dependent on your weapons. They need distance to work with, yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe that's why I need the quantum sensor on this. I can keep my distance. Because I was trying to get that beacon and hold it down. But the thing is, I was the only one there. The ice weapons will make a comeback. Well, to be honest, ice weapons were never ever used. So I don't know about making a comeback. Hey, Robert. Yeah, I'm not sure about making a comeback, but I think it'll be more viable. That's probably the best way to put it. Because it never really... I don't know, did it? It never really actually caught those weapons. Which is a pity because they're actually fun to use. Wait, what is this guy flying here? Why are they all... In that time, I was able to kill a... Oh, we got a scorpion and stuff going on here. I feel like lag is like my enemy more than anything else. Like, I'm wasting a lot of my shots just because of lag alone. I mean, that's almost like making these weapons balance in a weird way. Wait, is that... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think with this build, it's more like the weapon. You don't have that many shots to work with, but when it hits really hard. See what I mean? I'm looking at how fast it reloads too. I mean, it's a decent reload. See how much damage it does to the Leah. Dude, they're all on this side. Whoa! That was with Frederick? That's kind of wild. Oh. We killed a Devourer with Only 3 to Lumbus, but that we use Frederick though. Good thing I had that splash thing on it. The explosives expert. I have an Ash. It's very wide. Yeah. I think it's wider than Orkins. Maybe I should go for beacons first. We're getting a lot of like micro status. Well, micro status as in like I get there and then everything like just jerks. Oh no, he EMP'd me. Ooh. Good thing I had the shy on you. What on earth's going on over here? Oh, this guy. Dude, these weapons, they just tear through Leo like anything. It's kind of crazy, actually, because the Leo is so tanky. Come on. Ooh. I'm gonna move this way because he's gonna push me. I want to position myself where he pushes me against a wall rather than into the gorge. I need a heal. Stop them! Oh. I didn't even see all these guys here. Ooh. I hope we don't give up that beacon there. That's when you know they're watching the live stream. Why would you focus on me when there's a bigger threat on your flank? Okay, that's nuts. Wait, someone's linked to me. Is that Leo? Oh, that might be a Leo, because I'm not taking that much damage. Yeah, there's a... Where is he? Oh, this guy. Thank you. Dude, this is doing more damage than the equalizer weapons. That's crazy. Hold on. He's on this side, right? Let's use this. Oh, wait. He's got dunes. Wait, did he? Hit. Oh, that didn't do anything. Oh! Whoa, that did a lot. That took a chunk. That's the only downside. He can use his ability to negate. That's a leech. Oh! Wow, that was a big hit. And again, that might... Oh, I was gonna say that might kill him, but he activated his shield. I tried to steal it. Tried to. Wait, what is this guy in? Why is he hiding back there? This might charge someone up, I don't know. Oh, that's a mauler. They always had splash. Yeah, they always had splash, but I'm just thinking like what the radius is. I remember a long time ago we were testing the splash radius of just like the regular Orkans, and it was around, I think, between 30 and 50 meters. It was really weird, like the way... When I was looking at the splash, so basically if you fired one, then the splash would be like 30 meters or something. But if you fired all of them, it could go as much as 50, but it was very random. That's how... it was really weird. By the way, guys, make sure to leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the live stream. Really would appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna go for center. Wait, do we have anyone going to the right? Okay, we do. Just to make sure. Oh, you see? This is why I put the shy on. Because if I didn't have the shy, I would have almost been dead there. Okay, so I know this guy is the camper. I wonder if I can reach him though. Oh no, I can't. No! I messed up. He knows. Oh, they bounced me back. Wait, what? Incoming! That was weird. Okay, where do I want to drop in here now? Let's see. It's this guy over here. The thing is, I think he has anti-stealth. Quantum sensor. Yeah, he does. Uh-oh. There we go. I had to get rid of him because he's just going to be sniping us the whole time. And he may teleport to me here. Fire this quick. It's a range 350, I forgot. It is, right? Ugh. I don't know why I was firing at 500. Ah, this guy's gonna kill me. No, he knows. I wasn't able to get that beacon too. We need to get this right beacon and I can't get it. That's where you came from, right? I can't even get away from my spawn here because there's so many that are stream sniping. Like, I'm just getting completely... This is crazy. I'm gonna have to change my hangar after this. Hey, is it Dean? Hey, Dean. If you're blocking my view, I can't see. Ugh. I'm not gonna have enough firepower for this guy. Sorry, I have to stay focused because, like I said, I'm getting singled out. I can tell there's more than one player that's stream sniping me in this game. I can tell from where they're moving. This is where it gets really obvious. Uh, I don't know if that worked. Squad up with members? Yeah, I might have to squad up with the Patreon members. When I get teamed up like that, it's either that or I throw in like... I don't want to do that because then players complain, but I mean like if I'm getting teamed up, Yeah, we did well. We did well. Well, I'll run out with a duo. Cactus, are you online? Weenie is online. There's a new prime. Yeah, I need to. The thing is, I need to practice it more, but it's hard to practice when I'm just getting constantly attacked because my abilities are actually swapped, like the way that I usually have it, so it's messing me up. When is the update coming? So you can always tell just for like new players. Well, it doesn't have to be new players, all players. If you're wondering when the update's coming, always use this as your gauge. Because this is the event, right? The current event. So that means the next event will start when this one ends. So in about 11, 12 days is when the next event will start. Okay. So I want to start with the Dagon, but it's hard to start with the Dagon because I got to get beacons first. And drone upgrading. Microchips I usually just get from like from watching ads. You know what's funny is that the thorium. So we were talking about thorium today, and who was a cactus was saying that you can actually use it in the shipyard to get I think the paladin and like turrets. And you know the drop rate's apparently really good too. So I was looking at my thorium. I haven't used my thorium at all on my baby account. So can you imagine how much I had? Well, I had like, what did I say? Something like 16,000 or something. I don't know what it was. It was a lot though. Oh, nope. I'm gonna die here. I need to reload. Ooh. I'm not gonna be able to get this beacon here. These turrets can kill me. I'm on reload. No. I'm dead. Ooh, there's so many Samjocks there. Now you know why the Samjock is being nerfed, because a lot of players told me that the Samjock is balanced, but it's usually those players that have it. It's such a cheap way to play. Yep. Ooh. What is on that side? Oh, that didn't... Oh. Thought I'd be able to hit him. I've got to change this Ravager build too. I got locked. Where is this guy? Yeah, the Sam Jock really needs to be nerfed. It is such a crazy way to play. Like, you're not even fighting. It's way worse. You know what? And we were complaining about the Ravana when that came out. That's way worse because you've got a turret to do all the damage for you. They may drop in here with the Titan. The art of fighting without fighting. Yeah, no kidding. It's just it's a cheap way to play. That's why I don't run that bot. That is the definition of no skill. Why do I disable? Yeah, I totally forgot I had it. No, I was trying out the Daredevil. So the Daredevil amplifies the damage, and I was like, is a death bot really worth it? You know what? I think against, like, if you're fighting against a sword unit, it is, because you need it to survive. You know, you blast them back. But everything else, it makes more sense to have. Yeah, it makes more sense to have the extra damage. Or actually, wait, hold on. I wanted to change. How do I do it? Yeah. The Devourer? Yeah, that's the other thing. Maybe I should put it back. Because it has its advantages. Like right now, I think it actually makes more sense to run the Blast Wave on there. Trying to remember what I had on here. I'll just put mechanic. Actually, oh wait, yeah, I do. I was debating on whether I had the sharpshooter skill on there. I was like, probably want to use that. No particular reason why. I used to use phase shift before, but I think the last meta I used unstable conduits. I just didn't change it. I always gotta be careful here with the Raptor because you actually can bounce off the bridge. Oh, that's a lot of stuff back there. Yeah, we're gonna try to see if we can. I have to jump. I have to do this because if I don't do it now, they're going to. Yeah, I gotta bring them away from the bridge. Shoot, I want to reload. Well, we had that beacon, sort of. I think that guy's gonna spawn there, right? Yeah. Of course, the Sam Jock. Oh. This thing's moving so fast. Oh! It's moving so fast, it's hard to control this with the speed. No, I charged him up. Oh. Oh. Oh, I got him with the last shot. I was trying to save it. I was like, wait a minute, that didn't work. Okay, wait, we gotta try this one now. Someone wanted me to run this earlier. Oh! My targeting switched. I gotta back up. I try to get the Devourer while he was out in the open there, hoping that he would activate his ability. That was the plan anyways. Dude, this is crazy. Look how much damage it does to Titans. Whoa! Whoa! What is that? Wait, will I go off the edge? That was kind of a risky move. He's up top. Don't run either, Grom. Which one? Which bull are you guys talking about? Dude, these weapons really mess players up. Oh. Oh. You know what? I think these weapons are going to be pretty strong in the next update because they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything to them. Cool. Oh, I tried to dash. I was too late. Either leech with which? The arm weapons? Oh. Some players haven't rejoined the squad. Oh wait, did he get booted? Stream Sniper, well, there's him, there's Quan, but that's just the ones I know. There's a lot more than that. You can tell though, like players just V-line straight for me when they have flanks. No one in their right mind would do that unless they're watching the stream. Wait, I'm watching the flank here. Oh. I'm just getting completely blinded everywhere. All these guys. Okay, I don't even know how I lost that fight. Is it because of the lag? Because, holy, what the? Oh no, that's why. I didn't realize. He was linked. We gotta get rid of this one here. I should have focused him down. I didn't know that he was linked. Two guys camping here. Oof. We gotta go for this right beacon. Oof. Got locked. We need to push. We need to get rid of the Devourer. Gotta get rid of that Leo. Uh-oh. I'm gonna end up dying here. Yeah, he's going for the beacon. That's good. We're losing beacons. That's the thing. I'm not gonna make it. I can't get beacons because, like, they're covering all this. Yeah, I think we lost it. I was trying to buy my team some time to get the beacons. There's a guy on the other side. You got hard focused. Yeah, that's what happens, Cactus, when you live stream. So now you know how I feel. But the thing is, it's worse when you're solo because now you have the whole team. Hi, Brack. And the crazy part is we don't know how many on the other squad was actually stream sniping. It could have been like entire 6, right? That makes it incredibly hard. Can't I VPN to a different server? It won't matter because it will still, when they see who I'm like, which server I'm playing on, they'll just do the same thing. And I know players say, well, why don't you just put up a screen? It doesn't make any sense to put up a screen because they'll just keep on dropping in. And if they don't see me on the other side, they'll just leave the game. That's what they do. So I'm always at a massive disadvantage. Hi, Jay. So you might see someone quit now. Like, let's see. Because that usually happens. That's how I know. We're gonna... Did we get this beacon? Where can I see it? I couldn't move. They locked me down. No. Web shop is a rip-off, no one buys from there. No, there's sometimes there are deals on there. You just have to know your deals, that's all. They're going into center. Dude, the amount of damage that thing does, crazy. Oh, I got him. Here we go with the hard focus. We may want to get into our Titans like ASAP, just FYI. These things are going to get really bad if we don't. Who am I getting hit from? He's shooting me from above. Oh. Down to my last spot. It's crazy. This is doing more damage to Titans than my other Titan weapons earlier. That didn't kill him. What the? Costs more money because it goes to the creators. Ugh. You know what? To be honest, I get very, very little from that. Almost to the point where it's not even worth having, kind of. Good games, Cactus. I think Cactus has had enough of all the stream snipers. It's brutal when you get focused down like that. Oh. Okay. You're wondering why I was firing is because that's where they spawn. Sometimes I just like fire in that direction just in case. Ugh. That's crazy. Even though he blinded me, I was still able to kill him. Stream sniper in front of me. He went all the way around just to go after me. I don't know how long it'll take for me to break that. This guy might have Daredevil on there, which I think he may. If he has, I'm gonna be dead. Yeah, if he had Daredevil, I would have been dead against that Arthur because he would have broken my shield. Oh no, I charged him up. Oh boy, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. He must have been supercharged. The events cost in Canada $22, but if you buy D gems, it's like $20. They're so that's why they're getting a nerf. That was weird. You know, that's the first time I've actually fought against another Ultimate Arthur with the same setup. Yeah, I think if he had Daredevil, I think I might have lost that fight. But I'm not 100% sure if he had. I should have checked. Missed the Prime Hawk. You know what's funny when players say the game was more balanced and then they refer to the Hawk. But I remember when the Hawk was out, that was like, it's just total massacre. It wasn't even a fair fight. Because the way that thing would just kill everything. But I think players just say that because that was when they played. And maybe they have the Hawk now, so that's why they kind of, they wish for it. The Indra from, the Evora and the Veyron on the Indra. I actually don't like that particular build because it takes a while to empty your clip. Like, it's not like high burst damage. The Hawk meta was awesome. That's I don't know about that was what that's the another definition of being really overpowered. This guy sure knows who I am. All the way there straight for me, like he knew. This guy's being chased all around by this raptor. Ugh, blinded. I notice this SRT seems to be going after me the whole time. Why is that? Watching the live stream? Ooh. You don't have any arm weapons? I don't know if I quite like them. Like even now, like I find when you fire them, if there's a lot of lag, you're actually in a lot of trouble because you tend to miss a lot and then you find yourself on that reload, which is really bad too. This guy's gonna attack me in front, the SRT. See? Told you he's watching the live stream. He knows exactly who to target and he's been doing it the whole game. Pretty predictable, dude. So now, watch when he spawns in again. This is how predictable. Let's see. Where is he? He will V-line straight for me. Just watch. Lag is a real problem. Yep, yep. I was gonna get that beacon, but you always want to go for the pathfinders if you can. That will kill me. What that guy's got, those weapons will kill me. Oh, I tried to see if I could push him back. Oh. I should have put a Havocs on here. You can stream, but you just don't feel like it. Most who stream are the stream snipers. I see a lot of them stream afterwards and then they just actually stop altogether, but I think it's because they get stream sniped. There used to be a guy, actually, this was a while back, I remember. It was funny because he said I was a terrible player. So I saw him, like, he would time drop me, stream snipe, and then he decided, oh, he's going to show everyone how good he is. So he started stream sniping, or he started streaming, and then the one night I happened to watch him, everyone in the chat was stream sniping him. He got, like, he rage quit and he just ended his stream. He couldn't stream anymore because everyone was just targeting him. Do I have a Discord? I do have a Discord. My Nightbot should say it in the chat somewhere. Hold on, I'm gonna change. What was I gonna change? Is the ultimate? I think so. I don't know. A lot of these things sometimes players put, and I'm like, is that real or not? Because I don't see it any, like, posted anywhere else. If it posted by Pixonic, then it will be real. Yeah, I'm gonna use Havocs. Add a little bit more punch to it. Maybe phase shift too. Oh, if it's official YouTube channel, then that's definitely real. Yeah, then it's for real. Spend a lot of money, then gonna get nerfed. Well, my advice to you, if you're not into that, then really don't spend. That's all I can suggest. This is a squad I'm going up against. I need to reload. They got guys in center too. Oh! He's trying to teleport to me, that's why I gotta be careful here. Oh. Oh my gosh, the lag. I'm just trying to play here. I don't want to go out into the open because I got some Iron Stars players, like... Trying to weaken them up. They don't have much of a beacon bar left, so we have that going for us. Oh. Wait, I've got a squad on my team. I just realized that. That explains it. No new ultimate on the test server. Well, that's actually crazy. I just realized now. So the duo team, I thought the other side that was squatting together, but those two Iron Stars players just happened to be randoms that ended up on the same team. And he's been in numerous games. Yeah, that's why I said it's, you know, usually when I'm playing, I'm not playing... It's not playing randoms. I'm playing really like coordinated squads on the other side. We're just looking to see how many we're gonna sit back here. That's a lot of players. Ooh, he's gonna kill me. There's no ways I can survive. Havocs. Oh shoot. That was bad timing. That was really bad timing, just as that guy. Yeah, these weapons will mess up the Leo. If there's any weapon that will do it, it will be these weapons. How's he still alive? Say what? I want to use... He's gonna get this... Okay, there we go. I didn't want to use my ability because if I use my ability, then he's gonna get the beacon. Oh man, we're not looking good here. We gotta get a beacon back, at least something. This guy's in a ducks or something? Whoa, that's a lot of players over here. Oh, I'm trying to get this beacon, but there's someone... I'm gonna have to use my ability. Oh. I don't have much health left. What is that? Hey-ya! Oh. Yeah, I like this build. It may not be the strongest build, but it's actually pretty decent. That will do it, right? Oh, no! Guys, really? You know what? I think the next update, the Ultimate Minos, is going to be very, very strong. You're going to see a lot of players use it. Oh no, this guy's gonna kill me. That's where I was from. Yep, he is waiting. He's gonna have to protect his beacon sooner or later. What is this guy doing? Oh, he crashed? One of their players crashed. Due to a license agreement? Oh, yeah, no, that's quite possible actually. They might have had an agreement with the creator. Yeah, that's quite possible. Yeah, usually when you're doing usually when you are doing like some sort of collab, there's certain conditions. So it's possible that they may only have the license up until that point. I didn't think about that. You have a good point, because the same thing kind of happened. Well, not the same, but remember when we had the Samstone, that event? You could get the pilot, and then afterwards you couldn't get it again. So it's possible actually with the ultimate sword unit, maybe you can't get it after a certain date. I wonder if that is going to be the case. Like it might be a one-time like exclusive thing. It's very possible. Okay, we didn't get that beacon. Wait, what's linked to me? Okay, it's a new... Ooh. Wait, why is everyone here? Yikes. I thought I was fighting one player. No, that's like their whole team. Holy. Whoa. Super speed. We got the super speed. My gosh. That's like the best game that I've had the whole live stream. With that build. It only took the whole live stream. Oh, this guy's smart. He's corner shooting. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, there's a guy behind me too. Oh, I needed to reload. Wait, why is my team getting off the beacon? No. Oh, I can't drop in there. No. He jumped. The thing is, this is where he teleported from, so he's here somewhere. Yeah, this guy. Surely we're gonna get that beacon. There's 3 guys there. Yeah, I was gonna say. No. Hiya! Both of you. Oh. No, he's gonna. Oh. Wait. Drop. Messy. Don't go. Nope, nope. He's gonna. Oh, he's gonna dash. He pushed it. That's funny. I guess that's one way to do it. The luchador pushed him. Yeah, he kind of blocked his dash. He's gonna have the stealth here soon. The luchador. It's like he wanted to sit on the guy. I guess that's one way to do it, right? Whew. What do we have there? I won't be able to reach him. He's hiding behind that thing. If I had like maybe a new, I would have ditched, because then I can get him from the flank, but I would have been blinded. I would have been blinded. He would have hit me, would have triggered my shy, and then I would have killed him. I'm giving you play-by-play, even though I didn't have the bot in my my lineup. That's what would have happened. Man, that took me a while to get decent. Imagine if I was getting, like, doing a video. It would have taken me almost 2 hours of play just to get one clip. I would have had to do it again for the next clip. So about 4 hours. DNR, your Heimdall, dude. I couldn't kill it earlier. Oh, it does go through Arthur's shield. That's why I couldn't kill you. Yeah, it was doing work. That means so Heimdall's gonna be pretty strong in the next update then, because if they're weakening well, they're gonna weaken the Groms, but they're gonna be weakening Mauler and Devourer. So I think actually Heimdall might be very strong. I mean, Heimdall's pretty decent. Like, a lot of players write the Heimdall off. When I was testing it out, it was doing really well. He's the Heimdall expert. I'll have to ask him for tips on the builds and for the pilot skills. Some have actually asked me to do Secrets Revealed for it. The rebalance. Yeah, a lot of players, they're not happy with like things. I get that, but you know what? I think, you know, at some point you do have to rebalance the game. Like, you can't let that keep running like that, because the players that don't have like the weapons, I think it's just gonna get worse for them unless you give them the weapons. You play a lot of the Heimdall. You're a good Heimdall player. Heimdall Cinders. Could you imagine they come out with ultimate Cinders? Actually, I can't imagine that. But then the thing is, why don't we have like a heavy? Well, the Heimdall would be amazing. Yeah, I'd have to do Secrets Revealed. Is someone wanting me to do... Wait. If I had to choose between Heimdall and Bedvere, how many of you would want to see Secrets Revealed for Heimdall versus Bedvere? Because there seems to be quite a few players with Bedvere. But I will need to play it off live stream to kind of figure out what the best combo is. Everything was released. Yeah, but that's not really being realistic. I mean, you got to think about it. So realistically, this is just my honest opinion here. If a game was to have things balanced perfectly the way that the players want, you would need to have the content in the game at that state, everything, nothing changing for like at least 6 to 8 months. Okay, and keep that in mind. Even if everything was balanced, then like there's going to be metas that are going to emerge where players will find a way to exploit. You will then have to rebalance that, and that will take like another 4 to 6 months to see how things play out. Because I've been like, so I sometimes watch StarCraft 2, for example. Everyone has the same equipment, like it's, you know, players will say it's balanced, but I noticed every couple of months they have to rebalance something because players play a certain way and it sways things heavily towards like one race in that game. So in this game, it would be the same thing. So we could literally have the same equipment for like a whole year, and you would think things would be balanced and perfect, but it wouldn't be, because players will find a way to kind of really exploit it. Like even way back in 2014, 2015, you know, where I guess the players will say things were balanced, they really weren't balanced, because like, for example, like Clan Vox, we were all running Griffins with Molots and like Punishers, and then eventually we switched to the Thunder Orkans. So even though the weapons themselves were somewhat balanced, they weren't balanced, because when you play and you run them in numbers, it really changes the dynamic of the game. And, you know, with time, players catch on, and they don't even need to be in a clan. And, you know, you see like one side all running the same setup. So I don't think, like, realistically, I don't think it's actually possible to have a game balanced. Like, you would need to have things where nothing is being played for like almost, like nothing's changed for like 2 years. And even then, that might, like, there might still be issues. It just doesn't, like, if you think about it logically, you know, like, so let's just say everything was balanced now, like 100%, and they bring in like a new weapon, which they say is balanced. Players will find a way, like, you know, maybe their weapon will be crazy strong on like the Ravager. Then what do you do? So now you got to change the Ravager, but then it's too weak for everything else. Like, you know, then you create all other kinds of problems in the game. That's why I don't think, like, realistically it can be done. He was Zerg before Zerg Rush was cool. Yeah, because I know sometimes like I watch and then like the one guy would like comment, he was saying that in all the tournaments you will notice like there's mostly Terran or whatever, you know, Terran or Zerg. But there's a reason why that is, right? Because it's overpowered. That's why players run it. And you don't see like any Protoss, like that class of, or that race. So you kind of wonder, so why is that? And that game has been around for like years. So it kind of makes you wonder. And, you know, with this coming out with new content all the time, that kind of puts things into perspective. And then you realize, like, so how that would be impossible, really. I mean, you can kind of come close in some regard, but you do need to rebalance every couple of months, really. Just because new content is coming into the game. Yeah, it looked cool. No, but there were some really strong players, I remember, like, they were actually winning, like, tournaments. But recently, like, it's just Terran and it's Zerg, that's all I see. I mean, not to make it, like, sound boring, but, I mean, that's kind of how meta works, you know? Tehran Orkan was the meta. Yeah, at one point it was the meta. And you could say, well, those weapons were balanced, but do you see what I mean? Like, they're not really balanced if that's what players are using. They were using it on everything. And when you're using it on everything, that's a definition of not being balanced. Yeah, because I remember, like, when the Orkan... So when we were running, like, Death Button Griffins, or, like, Tulumbus, or, you know, Terrans, I mean, that's basically all the weapons. Like, even though we had other weapons in the game, it was primarily all that. And players say that the game was balancing, but when you think about it logically, it doesn't really... It doesn't make sense. It can't be balanced. Because if everyone's running it, that is a definition of not being balanced. I mean, why else would they be running it, right? It's because it does a lot of damage. What bot or weapon do you think received the worst nerf? Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, there's so many. I mean, like the Favnia got, man, it had its wings clipped. Well, to be honest, like I think even if they didn't do anything to the Favnia, I think it'd still get killed. It's almost to a point now where they might as well just like unnerf what they did. The only thing is they didn't put a cap on the built-in weapon, so I'm not sure like having like what would actually make it really broke. And this is the thing. So even if they had to reverse all of those nerfs on for the Favnia, what would you do if there was a Leo and a Nuo that were linked to the Favnia? You wouldn't be able to kill the Favnia, and it will get increased damage boost. It would wipe out Titans in like seconds. So all of a sudden it's overpowered. Just because of two other bots that were linked to it. You see what I mean? Like that's what makes it may be balanced, but not really, because there's other bots in the game that will make it overpowered. Nether was pretty bad. Trying to think like what other bots that we had. Favnia got a nerf. Hawk was pretty bad too. Seraph. I'm just looking through my bots to see what bots were really like nerfed bad. Maybe the Al Jung was pretty bad. Yeah, that really had its... So you notice like a trend here, a lot of the flying bots. Hi, Organic. Used to have 5... No, that wasn't... that was actually a bug. That was not even supposed to happen. It was, what, 350 meters? It was always 350. It was never 500 meters. They kind of messed up, I guess, with the coding or something. And yeah, the Scorpion players. And then I think like, I don't know if they fixed it, but I could imagine the players complaining, saying that it got nerfed, but really technically it didn't have that to begin with. Yeah, the Al Jung was pretty bad too. Spectre was kind of bad. Spectre was Spectre was quite bad too. Although it's kind of weird because the way that it jumps now, like you could never really use a Spectre. It would just get smoked. And I remember back then players were just complaining, said it was going to kill the game. Yet here we stand. Yep. Oh, Leinani or the Kieran. I can't really answer that question because I believe both those weapons are going to get nerfed. So I can't tell you whether one's going to be better than the other because I don't know to what extent they're going to get that nerf. But my advice to you, if you don't know which one's going to work better, if you have things like redeemers that might be like in inventory, I would be leveling that up as an alternative. Because it might even perform better than both of those, you know, because I don't, like I said, I don't know. No one knows to what extent. Spectre Shock Train. Gosh, that was one of the worst metas. When you see a whole squad jumping in stealth, I will always remember us running into this. I think they were Japanese. They were Asian squad, but I think they're from Japan. It was a moon map. Man, we got wiped. And the thing is, they weren't necessarily running like your typical like meta setup. So, you know, like Spectre, full Spectre Orkans or Terrans. They had like hybrid builds, but their teamwork was amazing. And at MK3, yeah, this is also why I tell players to focus on the weapons, because I get why players say focus on the robot because it has more damage. I get that, but if you think about it logically, okay, so weapons, first of all, you can put weapons across the board on whatever bot that can carry it, for starters. But if you look at historically, how many times have they buffed a weapon, like an old weapon, to the point where you can actually use it on like a newer bot, versus how many times have they buffed a robot to the point where you will be using it in like the current meta? You get what I'm saying? So it actually makes more sense to level up weapons. The other thing too, so like let's just say for example I leveled up the sword unit. Okay, so we level this up. The thing is, I'm only going to benefit from it when I use my ability. Whereas if I level up these weapons, I can fire the weapons when I'm on the ground, when I'm in flight as well. So I have the benefit of firing and benefit from having that extra damage all the time. So for that very reason is why I focus on weapons first. Because if you look at historically, like even, so like, you know, like the Ocho, I was running the cryo rockets on the Ocho. Who would have thought the cryo rockets would be that strong? The Scatty, the Snare, the Hell, you know, I could go on. It's like, these are all old weapons that are very strong right now. Only release balanced. Daniel, I was explaining why I don't think it's I think it's impossible to have a balanced game. If you think about it logically, whenever you have a game which is introducing content on a regular basis, it literally is impossible to balance it to what the players want. their expectations. For us, I think realistically, and I'm not even kidding you, realistically, for them to balance the game properly, like the way that the players actually want, we would have to play like the current meta for like 2 years, and then they make adjustments to it. But it wouldn't be balanced then, because you got to remember, you know, like players could be finding out other loopholes. So you would have to play that again for another 2 years or another year. So that you're looking at 3 years to balance what you have currently in the game. So that means you would have to play the same game for like 3 years. Nothing changes. Nothing gets added, right? Do you think that's realistic? No, I don't think so. It just doesn't make sense to me. Hi, KWA. Even chess is not balanced. And how long have we had that game? It's like hundreds of years. I don't know how old chess is. I mean, there will be arguments too, even with that game. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. And then imagine if they were to introduce, I'm not saying they do this, but introduce a new chess piece. Basically, well, I mean, when they say balance, is balance as much as they can. Those are two different things. I think players, they want perfect balance where nothing is overpowered, but their logic is flawed too. I don't mean this in an offensive way or anything. Like, if you look at any game that is out there, there's always going to be something that's not balanced. But you got to factor in, if you start bringing in new content over a period of time, it's going to make it very hard to balance things out. So the only thing that the way that they can balance is based on like roughly on numbers. So I don't know how they do it on their end. They probably have like values for each, where it has like a threshold and it can't go above that threshold. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's balanced for the players, right? Because their version is different to Pixonic's version when they're developing the game. Like the understanding of the two concepts, I think, are very different. Like, look, someone says they need to nerf the Luchador, but I think the Luchador, the way that it is fine for now. But you see what I mean? Like, there's going to be that argument where one player says it needs to be nerfed, and another one will say that they think that it's kind of balanced. Yeah, you see what I mean? So we have two players saying that the Luchador is fine and one saying that it needs to be nerfed. So now the next question is, why do you want it nerfed? Well, it's because I can't kill it. That's usually the answer. You guys see what I mean? Like, it's impossible to have a game that is like 100% balanced to what the players want, because first of all, everyone plays the game differently. The understanding of the game is different. So that's one thing, but I just don't think it's possible. You can balance it to a certain point, but then you just have to let the game like flow, because you've got to understand that with new content coming in, things will have to be adjusted once again. And that will usually happen whenever you have a new bot or a new weapon, which is every month, right? Because they come out with an update every month. Yo, Luch. Too many Luchador fans. That's why you get killed by a Luch. But you know what? The thing is also, if everyone runs a luchador, then you know that it's not balanced because they wouldn't be running it otherwise. You know, there's so many arguments for like both sides. Yeah, balance from you know, player 1 versus player 2, player 3, it's all going to be different. The way that I see balance is more like based on what I see at the highest level of play. Like when I'm in a game and I'm going up against, you know, players, for example, they're using like the Sam Jock. And all they're doing is they're circling me. They're going into their transcendence and I'm taking crazy amounts of damage, but there's no weakness for them. So to me, the Sam Jock is not balanced for that very reason. If I go into a game and I run, for example, the Ultimate Arthur with the Ultimate Groms and I kill a player from 400 meters away because I have shot grouping on this build, that to me is not balanced. You know, like, so my version is different to what I see, like some players commenting, like they're like, that's perfectly fine. Like for me, my version is different. It's because of what I've witnessed. What I've witnessed, whether I've been killed by it or whether I've actually run it myself. And my comparison is based on, like, you might have a Sam Jock. It's based on me actually playing the Sam Jock, you know, at max level. So like I'm comparing it versus what I might have in my hangar or what I might have in inventory where, you know, everything might be like maxed out. Yeah, so this is the thing. So when I tell players, for example, the Scatty on the Ravager, for me, Scatty, I find, and I hate to say this, but I don't find those weapons balanced at all. But a lot of players will disagree because they will say, well, it is balanced because it's an old weapon or they have it. But do you see the problem with their reasoning? It's because they have it and it's an old weapon. Nowhere in there is their argument that you can wipe out a player with it very quickly. I still remember when I ran the Ravager with Scatty, there was a Condor that was flying. I literally melted to the guy while he's in flight and he's getting his shields back and everything. I just melted right through him like it was nothing. And someone said, well, it's because I've got Daredevil on here. But the thing is, I don't have Daredevil. Like, where do you see Daredevil? And this here doesn't give me extra damage. I didn't even use my Frederick. If I used my Frederick, he would have definitely been melted. But I'm just saying, you know, like, you run like a Baglior with Hell, that's another one too. Yeah, Scatty, Ravager. And when you say it's nasty, it's because it's overpowered. So is that balanced? No, it's not balanced. And I know it's because I'm running 5, but then you got to remember I'm comparing 5 of those weapons versus 5 regulators versus 5 arm weapons versus, you know, all the other weapons that I might have at my disposal here. I'm comparing the damage output to those weapons of this similar build. So really, it's not because it's 5, it's because I'm actually comparing the damage versus regular. Like, why do you think before when I was running, you know, players would say, why don't you run regulators? I'm like, well, because Scatty is stronger. They couldn't wrap their head around that fact. And I had to demonstrate. And I said, well, the thing is, if I'm running like this setup versus another Ravager, there's a high probability that the Scatty is going to win. Well, why is that? Well, the thing is, if I got the Shy, so they'll trigger my Shy. And, you know, with them, at the same time, like at that point, they're probably losing like weapons because I can keep on firing my Scatty. I don't have the, 8-second cooldown time. So my thinking, because of that, yeah, so it's 8 seconds. So they have more range. Okay, I'll give them that. But the thing is, if I'm hitting you with Scatty and I'm freezing you up and you're taking so much damage, the probability of you losing a weapon is actually really high. So if you've lost a weapon and you're down to 4 weapons, well, you will have 4 and I will have 5. Who do you think's going to win that fight? Doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Shenlo got indirect nerf due to the crumble. Yeah, you know what? What's interesting, I was also mentioning that in some cases, actually, the Scorpion is better than the Shenlo now. Like, for example, if you're in a Shenlo and you attack a sword unit, in a way, you're actually at a disadvantage because you can't. You would have to teleport away from the sword unit if he goes into flight, which means you still have to find an enemy target. Whereas with a Scorpion, you know, when the sword unit, after it does the dash and it leaves the beacon and teleports back, if you're in a Scorpion, you could teleport then to them and kill them. And if they go into flight, then you blink back. And because you're behind cover, they can't actually dash at you because they need line of sight. So that would actually make the Scorpion stronger than the Shenlo at countering the sword unit. You know, so you got to think about these things, right? That's how you figure out like the counters. Hi, Phoenix. Because of what people are running the most in tournaments. So I'm just reading the chat. I think I'm reading like half of the comments, so it's not making sense. This is the Bagley with Friezo. That's gonna be one of the top builds next after the rebalance. I can guarantee it. That it's just crazy. I mean, that's crazy now. It's gonna be even more crazy then because like the other weapons are getting a nerf. So then, I guess it's getting a it's getting a buff. Yeah, Hellscatty Snare, like, players are rarely sleeping on it. But you know why? It's because it's an old weapon. So in their mind that it shouldn't do well. And if it does well, then it's balanced because it's old. Their reasoning is because it's old. But that's not balanced. You see, that's what I mean. Their logic doesn't make sense. Like, if you think about it, it doesn't make sense. Because nowhere in their argument are they using, like damage numbers. Their argument is that, oh, because it's an old weapon, therefore it should be like it's balanced. No one uses it or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for the live stream. So my thoughts on this, it's very deadly, but what I'm finding is, and you'll see in the live stream especially, you know, if the game's really laggy, you know, when you're playing this build, you will lose. I think you will miss a lot, and when you're on reload, that's when you're the most vulnerable. So it's a deadly build. But I find you have to lead the target, and if there's a lot of lag, that could really mess you up. Because there were times where I felt like I should have been doing a lot more damage to my opponent, but they would survive. Like the one guy on factory map, I couldn't break his shield, but then I thought, wait, that's kind of weird. So I know he was linked, but I wasn't knocking his shield down, and I think it's because my damage wasn't registering. So that might be one of the things. The other thing too is that these weapons are going to get a nerf. So what you saw in today's live stream, it's going to be far less damage, you know, in the next update. But I did want to cover it because at least this way we have something to refer to. Speaking of which, I will probably do, if I can, a video on this. Oh, and before I go, something to mention too. If you have thorium, you can use that to pick up a mothership and turrets. Who's a cactus was actually telling me about this. I'm gonna go to my baby account. So I haven't used thorium at all on my baby account. I just want to show you how crazy this is. It's kind of funny because I was like, whoa, how much thorium do I have? Because I've been picking it up from the time that we had thorium, and I haven't been using it at all, right? Because I'm not in a clan, so I can't use it. So I was looking to see how much thorium I had. Look at this. I have 15,200. But the thing is, I don't know if I want to play this because I don't need the paladin. Maybe the turrets. What is in this? Oh, I could get upgrade tokens from here though. Maybe I should play it. But the thing is, I'm not sure if they're going to come out with another one where maybe it's like the Frederick. You know, because I actually want to get a more of an attack mothership. Because right now I got the Avalon, which is, I think this is max now because I maxed it out here. And I have like pretty good like stuff on my Avalon. So this is all free that I got. But I'm thinking maybe I should play because I might get the upgrade tokens and then I'll have more. Because I'm not using thorium at all, right? And if you're wondering where am I getting it from, I'm guessing it's from hunting grounds. Don't they give it here? Do we get thorium from this? Must be getting it from somewhere. No, not from here. From ads? Although I watch my ads, so I think it's from ads that I've been getting it. Can't get that. Yeah, I think it's probably from ads. Joining a clan has a higher charge rate. Yeah, I don't yeah, so I always just save mine up and I haven't used since we had it, right? Because I'm not in a clan, so I have so much of this left. You know, when I first logged onto my baby account to check, I was like, wait, what? 15,000. I had to double check to make sure that I wasn't on the BR account because I actually thought I was on the BR account. So we have, wait, 15,000. Hold on. How much does the other one have? How much did I say it had? Let me just double check, yeah. I'm kind of curious. Oh, okay, I have like half of this. Okay, so you get the from the daily toss of beacons damage. You get, oh, that's probably where I picked it up from. But yeah, because I'm not in a clan, I'm not using it. It just like accumulates. So at least now I can use it for something. Oh, and the leaderboards. Let's see. I'm just clicking on all because I wanted to see what we have here. Not that I need to really collect the stuff, but oh, you can get the drone from here. Oh well. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for the stream. Before I get going, thank you very much to Dark Warrior, Lone, Dominic, Kind, Dies, Peter, Cold, and Alex for helping to moderate today's live stream chat. Much appreciated. If they have YouTube channels, make sure to check them out. Also, thank you very much to Dominic, to Metal, and to Fusion for your memberships and your donations. Really do appreciate it, guys. And if they have YouTube channels, make sure to check them out as well. Also, thank you to you guys for dropping by, supporting the channel. If you haven't yet done so, make sure to leave a thumbs up. It helps the channel out. It is free, and I really do appreciate it. So yeah, that's going to be it for the stream. If you're an A Squad member or Patreon member, there is going to be a live stream tomorrow, members stream at 10 a.m. Eastern. So we're just trying to figure out what we're going to run for our squad. I think, well, I won't say now because I'll leave it for tomorrow. You make it more interesting that way. So that's going to be the stream for tomorrow. And I think there might be a stream on Sunday. We'll see. Okay, so that's going to be it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, once again, make sure to leave a thumbs up. And with that said, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. Have a good weekend. And until the next live stream, I'll catch you guys later. Cheers, guys.